Hello there guys, this is Solid Shepard bringing you another video, and today we are continuing Doki Doki Literature Club from where we left off last time. As you know, still first playthrough. Wrote this, the second poem, but now we're in class on the third day. Well, the club on the third day, because apparently we don't do class anymore. Anyways, let's get into this. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Solid. Yo, Sayori. Yo, Sayori, because I'm a dog. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing for you to get a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. She's always hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? By that, all of a sudden, no reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Very nervously retrieves her growing purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill into the desk. Why the fuck? Never mind. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. Either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Fucking Sherlock over here. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. And she's standing right there. Her face is in her book as always. And she just jumps. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell someone to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Yeah. Sorry, I kinda spaced off there for a second. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oh, she's on my side. Of course she is. Sorry about that space. Like, that's the second episode in a row I did that. It's so easy to do when we're basically just looking at these text-based adventures. Did I just... I didn't mean that. Got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you when you do, and I accidentally clicked that again. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. What the revolution? Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess that's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. What? Come on. Give me more credit on that, Sayori. Pwap. Whoa. What the fuck happened? Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What the fuck was that? Exactly, what was? A cookie? What? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. That was one hell of a cookie if it smacked her into the ground. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Almost. Almost got it. No cigar, though. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction now. Yo, she smacked the shit out of her with that cookie. Natsuki? That's so nice of you to slap the shit out of me with the cookie. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Oh, God. You know, I saw on the Steam page, okay, I saw that this game is, what was it labeled as? Something like a psychological horror or something like that. It's just funny as shit right now. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! We're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. But she's getting really fucking close again. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Aw, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Yo, Yuri's just kind of staring at them while they're doing this, all creepy and shit. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Pretty popular after all. Why is she blushing when she said that? You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. Don't say that, Yuri. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worrying or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Oh, she quizzically glances at me. When the topic of boyfriend comes up, she quizzically glances at me. Okay. Ah, never mind that. Or that was me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyways? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. I swear to God, I thought that sentence was going somewhere else. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. Kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Solid. Okay, there we go again. Monica smiles sweetly and bends over and sticks her butt out and puts her chest out. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Just a death by cookie. That's about it. I choose to leave out of Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. She seems to do that a lot. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover on her book. It looks like it's the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, there's the music change again. Crap. Oh, that's me. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mother this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Yeah, I'm sure. No particular reason. Just none at all, I'm sure. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. Well, then what did you mean? I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. That's a lie. There is something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That doesn't sound like ominous at all, does it? Markov. Sounds like a wizard. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front of the cover. Illuminati confirmed, folks. Illuminati confirmed. Alright. Why does this song remind me of Legend of Zelda? I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of... I was just trying to see real quick if I can right click, or if I can left click, then right click, then left click again. Just to make it kind of pop out and end and not be noticeable, but obviously I could. It's weird shit I do when I'm playing games. I just, I create little mini games for myself. Anyways, back to the story. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. You not a fan of that sort of thing, Solid? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should... I had a little yawn there in mid-sentence. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. You have a problem? When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Okay. I thought it was going to be another kind of problem. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. People stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Gotta grab a drink of water there. Well, that's true. In fact, you might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. She is so fucking nervous. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. It is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... That was a real laugh, by the way. I know the text had a laugh, but that was a real laugh. I just figured I might as well have that count. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Hold on. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two. Okay, I got it. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, this reminds me of the old days when I was in school, and shoulders touching was like a big deal. I mean, it's still kind of nice if it's with someone you like, but it doesn't mean... You know, it's a comforting feeling, but it doesn't have the meaning it used to. When you were younger and more naive. Feels like I already read that. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second. Okay, no, okay, that's her hand. I was like, is her shirt open right there? No, that was just her hand. Okay, I had to look at that for a couple seconds. Anyways, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. See, the only thing I don't like about this is this picture's great, but it's backwards. Because if Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and... Oh, wait, okay, so she is on the left of me. Okay, because for a second I was like, if she's on the right of me, I was picturing in my head that I was on the right, but I guess I was on the left. Okay. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Okay, so this is my hand right here. This is our hand right here. So we're right here. Okay, got it. I got it. I got it all figured out. Okay, it makes sense now. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it, flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Wait a second, did her eyes just move? Her eyes just moved! She was looking at the book, I swear to God! I swear to God she was looking at the book, and now she's looking at me. That was fucking creepy. I'm sorry, but that was creepy. Turn the page. I swear to God, like, I feel like she's looking at me. Like, I feel like the picture is looking at me. Like, it's cute and everything, but it's creepy at the same time. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Wait, now she's smiling and blushing. I swear to God she was not smiling and blushing. I swear to God she wasn't. I'm not used to it, because these types of games, the picture doesn't change. Like, the picture doesn't usually change. But it seems to be changing. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chairs too, and they seem to be moving a little bit. This is really fucking weird. To make this fully clear, this is 5 in the morning, and I've been recording, basically, through the night, doing these videos, back to back. So, my eyes might just be playing tricks on me, but I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Or, I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. You've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, yeah, her eyes definitely moved. So now she's looking at the book again. Oh, that was weird. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. They're making it sound so sexual. The only way this would get any hotter is if they were reading 50 Shades of Grey. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. You just fucked it up. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. You're royally fucking it up. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Bro, you're stepping all over landmines at this point. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Bruh, you fucked up. You fucked up big time. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But solid. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait! He just realized, oh shit! I didn't mean it a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, thank God, Monica. Holy shit. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with one another. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Shouldn't I be like, ah, my thumb? Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. That's a fucking lie. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Mental notes never work. Who to do it with first? You know what, we're just gonna go from top down. We're gonna start with Sayori. Oh! Dude, I forgot about Sayori. She has not been involved in this episode at all. I like this one solid. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Solid. Never ever. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you would like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let me see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes it's a little of both. There's a word for that, right? Yeah, I think it's called bipolar. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, That's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Solid. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay. Gotta get close. This is one of the hard ones. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine. All rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I'm really happy. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. I guess that means you're about to go Super Saiyan. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and the crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each other, there's no other there, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Sorry, at points this handwriting is hard to read. Between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This must be in reference to the fight yesterday. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I want to keep writing until I die. Don't say the word die. Once again, one of the tags on this game was psychological horror. So, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, I guess Natsuki is next. I can admit that it's better than the last one. Nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. Trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. You're right, you're damn right we're in trouble. Something struck a nerve. But what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, you don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. So, unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Ooh. We don't even get to read. You know what? I have a feeling Yuri's gonna like the best, so we're gonna save her for last. Hi again, Solid. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me today? Sure, here you go. I get the poem to Monica. Alright! Great job, Solid. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, he likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry too much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick before I start reading this. It's titled Save Me. Oh boy. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. I can't even... What is it? I can't... Cacophony? Something of meaningless noise. I probably know what this word is, I just don't know, because the way it's written. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking. Screeching, piercing. I can't really read that one either. That sins. Whatever those three words are. I'm not really good at cursive. I mean, it's not really true cursive, but still, it's written too fancy. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. And does it say low to me? Low to me. Like loading a game, load me. Monica. Okay, Monica. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I'm starting to think it's not abstract. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing up my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. And also, it's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Yeah, I see. I see. You did mention squeaking. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Times you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about right? Oh wait, I wasn't even thinking. She just broke the third wall. Wait a second. This isn't normal. No. Monica, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. That is definitely... That's not right. What am I even talking about? Is she becoming aware? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, NPC talking about saving the game. Okay, let's go to Yuri. What the fuck? Yeah, I was just going with it too until she started questioning it, and I was like, wait a second. Why is she talking about... Anyways, on to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well, she just grabbed her little tie thing. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Solid. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. She gulped. Even her hands appear sweaty. Okay. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. It's with you. Oh, if it's with me. Oh, the only thing I hate about hers is she's so hard to read. With the raccoon. Hers is harder to read than even Monica's. It's because they write fancy. Okay. The raccoon happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. A guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies is in as a, I guess I'm gonna go with ordinary. It's probably not what the word is, but as an ordinary human, I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife. So when she's talking about knives, so that's awesome. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, on the on urge. The moon increments, I think, its place and affects that much more light off of my cutting. Oh, reflects much more light off my cutting knife. Context helps you figure out words, kids. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread. Fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic something conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Huh. What could this be a metaphor for? She talked about that knife a few times. That's kind of scaring me. Um, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it means. Somewhat, at least. Like, the raccoon is a metaphor for, like, first of all, she said a guilty snack to begin with. So she's feeling guilty or feeling a certain bad way about someone or something, and that's what the raccoon represents. And she's feeding it, even though it might bite her in the hand. And maybe that represents my character to her, perhaps. I don't know. Or maybe that represents herself. Maybe the raccoon is actually her, and the person feeding it is someone else. I'm getting way too deep into this. Alright, let's continue. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Your more unusual hobbies. What the fuck are you talking about, Yuri? It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. What the fuck? What, is your unusual hobby hanging out with a raccoon while carrying around a knife? Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Why are you so worried about people making fun of you? Do you have anything like that, Solid? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and sometimes some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone! I don't know what the fuck that voice was. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. Not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us perform a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. Being intimate with yourself, huh? Okay. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Well, I was just here for cupcakes. Don't you want to share that with others? Inspired to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Seriously, for me, we could just hand out cupcakes. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing up in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? I feel like if we force Yuri to do this, something bad's gonna happen. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Yeah, we're pressuring her into a corner. This could only end badly. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha! That's everyone! The only thing that has me worried, though, is she didn't say yes. She said she didn't have a choice. And I really would hope what she's referring to is she doesn't have a choice about doing poetry and not something else. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. You're not filling me with confidence, Yuri, right now. You're not filling me with confidence right now. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. I had to surprise you on there. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica. It's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start it off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem that she had in mind for herself. She then stands up behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Probably better than mine is in this series. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. That does not fill me with confidence, Yuri. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Pretty sure they mean a recital, but whatever. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. Poem is calm. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. That creepy sounding. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables and a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. I almost fucked that word up. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Man, she just ran out of there real quick. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next in. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Sod liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I accidentally pressed the click again. That's... well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Solid. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. Might as well let Solid lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. Make me feel terribly awkward. And apparently they're all blushing. I recite my poem. So I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, but more about your lack of confidence in your writing, and the fact that you haven't saved your game in a little bit. Wait, what? You know it's coming. She's about to say something weird again, eventually. I'm just waiting for it. Whoops. That's the thing that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other people around, or I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. There's that skirt just popping up again. And the music has changed. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write our poems for tomorrow as well. The groove is funky. Been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. So, Monica's coming up a lot. Then I'll have to do my best. Don't get me wrong, I actually, except for her randomly breaking the third wall, except for that, I'm actually, honestly, more into Monica than any of them. And the secondary is probably Yuri. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Sorry, I yawned a little bit there. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Saul, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... You know what, I'm such a dick. Oh... You know what, my character's already been fucking said stupid shit anyway, so... I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean... Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That seems like a trick question. Anyone watching at home that doesn't know, if a woman says something like that to you about another woman, she is looking for something. That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha ha ha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. That's what I do best. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. Is it just me, or does her little sticker thing here seem sadder than it has? That might just be me. Agonizing, why not? It seems like I'm pretty much going in on Yuri right now, so I might as well just go, you know, like... Oh, really? She got dark? Okay, apparently she's jumping up and down for suicide. That's great. I figured she'd like Inferno. Why did Sayori like depression? And death. You know, I'm honestly curious whose is marriage. Okay, Sayori. Yeah, we're trying to find words that that Yuri would like though. Simply because it seems like we've already gone that route. So we might as well just go all the way in. Or I think this was, yeah, that was hers before. Out. Oh wow. Okay guys, this is where we're gonna end the video today. Probably be another video out tomorrow. As long as I am actually uploading these videos daily, which I expect to. That's why I'm doing this all kind of one setting right now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, this has been Shepard, and I should go.